Hey everybody, I have been getting my geek on, and if you guys go here, you're going to run across this warning, so I'm going to just show it to you right off the bat for my younger folks. I have been getting my geek on watching Bart Carroll's channel, which features the people over at Robot Chicken doing D&D. Incredibly cool stuff. If you're into that sort of things, and absolutely stinking hilarious. Just the way these guys problem solve, and they don't all problem solve the same problem at the same time, which you'll figure out what I'm talking about if you go and you check it out. Stumpy Thumper, good buddy of mine. He turned me on to this. Some other people have turned me on to some other channels, of which I will be checking out. Right now I am doing the painfully boring process of layering my spiders. Funny thing is that I just realized this a little while ago. The tops and bottoms are separate, so it's kind of like I'm doing two miniatures for one. So it's kind of going to be more like doing 100 to get my 50, because they're pretty big. They're probably about the size of Tyranid warriors, if you're familiar with those figures, and they're pretty doggone beefy. I think they run on what, 30-40 millimeter bases or whatnot. So I'm endlessly trimming out my buggy bottoms, and then I gotta go trim up my buggy tops, and then go over and over again. So but that's what's been going on. And I got a couple conceptual ideas out there, since I'm going to be tackling an equally large, painful project come Wednesday. That being dry brushing the Lizardman city. And I know in an earlier vid that I had talked about combining game systems and combining figures. And I started thinking about a concept, and I may run with it at a later date, and it might give you an idea to do this. And it's really no different than Rifts. All I'm using is I'm going to be using my Lizardman city as a it's kind of like a Stargate kind of thing. I'm gonna make some gates for it. And I'm going to act like something befell this city of the gods, so to speak. And I think I'm going to have the gates open up to the Star Wars universe for a couple of reasons. One, for visual unity and just ease of play. I think the same sculptors are used for both the D&D figures and the Star Wars figures, and they're both painted out of China and sent here. So they're very unified, even though they're completely different genre and completely different game system. But I thought, you know, why not? You know what I mean? So I was thinking about how I would connect the two of them together, and I of course wanted to add a little drama into it. And the concept, the background concept, is that the Star Wars people had ran across the Lizardmen. The Lizardmen treated them as gods. They in turn told the Lizardmen to to build these cities and these gates. You know, they had some innate ability that made it easy for them to make these gates. And probably for the dark side, I'd probably have them do this. That'd be appropriate for the Empire to show up. Oh yeah, we're gods. You know, I could see them doing that. And I wanted to kind of have the city in various stages of ruins and whatnot, and I wanted to tie it in with the D&D universe. So I had it where they were using the city as a jump gate as opposed to actually going to places, you know, via Carillion ships, whatever. And they just started taking over the universe through these gates in the city. And being that that's on a D&D style plane, they made the mistake of connecting up with the world of the undead. And the undead, though, are not as big of a deal for D&D players, they absolutely freak out the people from Star Wars, because they understand the Force, and they understand the Force is generated by life energy. Well, with the undead, that's exactly the opposite. So they're kind of anti. Undead act like a force sink, if you will. They kill the energy of the Force around them because they generate negative energy or negative life energy, whereas Force uses life energy. Even if they're Darksiders, they still use the Force. Or the Force is made up of living energy, even if the purpose that they're serving is dark, whereas this is just straight up negative energy. And so the undead started, once they awaken the undead don't really recognize physical boundaries so much as everything else, and the undead started attacking the city, and the Jedi that were in control were so freaked out about it, they basically planet struck and destroyed the city so that the undead couldn't take it, and now the city is in various states of being underwater and ruins, etc., 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 where different forces move in and out of it. You've got treasure hunters, etc., 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 going through it, and the barriers again allow you to, or the gates allow you to get to you know, the Star Wars universe, or actually any other game system that I want to throw in there. So I really have to applaud the Rift's concept, because I think that's how I'm going to go about doing this, something along those lines. So let me know what you guys think. Again, you know, probably everybody out there, seems like everybody who's a 40K'er is a Star Wars fanatic, and it seems like we got a ton of D&D'ers as well. So I'm willing to bet most of the people out here have figures from both. So that's a conceptual framework that I'm running with. Again, if you want to get your D&D geek on, check out that channel. You'll love it. And let me know what you guys think of the concept, or if you've got other conceptual elements that you want to toss in there. We'll run with that. So Wednesday starts the Lizardman City. So get your big projects ready, because we're going to have 5 days of non-stop work. Bye-bye.